Alright, so this final video I want to show you how you can put a little more work in to making an improvised mask. And one of the reasons is I wanted to make a mask that looks a little bit less like a bandito, like when we're putting these scarves around our faces and the bandanas, we look like a bank robber or something. If we could make a mask that looks more like a medical mask, maybe it would be more socially acceptable. People would be a little bit less freaked out. So I thought, all right, what can I do to make something like that? Well, one of the things you might have is shop rags. Now, you don't have to use shop rags, but I'm showing you with shop rags. Of course, you want to use clean shop rags, but if you don't have shop rags, really, it's just a piece of fabric. So you can use any kind of fabric. And but the thing about shop rags is you can buy them in big stacks, okay? Big stacks of shop rags, so you can make quite a few. Now, what I've done is I've just taken a regular shop rag, and you'll see like the shop rag is a little bit too small to use like a bandana, right? It's too small to use as a bandana. And you'll also see the weave is looser. It's more porous, which can be good and it can be bad. Like if you have something like this that you're using by itself, you would want to double it up because it is so porous. But being more porous, you can breathe through it more easily. So that means that you're more likely to wear it. If it's too constricting, you're definitely not going to wear it. So what I've done here is I've taken a shop rag. Come and look at it close. And I've stitched the edge over around the cord, right? So that the cord can still travel through that channel, right? So just using a needle and thread, I stitched this edge over to make that tube. And I did it on both sides, okay? Now I can take a second shop rag and use it as an additional filter material, or I can take I can also add a piece of the filter material from the HVAC material that I showed you before and fold it in. So we can take it, and here I'm showing you with 2 layers of shop rag and 2 layers of HVAC 3M 1500 material. So I folded it over, and these ties are long enough that I can tie it back around behind my head. Okay, so but what we're gonna do is cinch this up a little bit, right? So this is essentially forming a little pocket that's gonna kind of hold everything in place, and this part here is gonna go close to my ears, or right over my ears. So I'm gonna put it on, tie it behind my head. Okay. And then put on my eye protection. Okay. So now if you'll see how it fits. It's covering underneath the chin and covering quite a bit of my face. But because of the way that it's tied, it looks more like a medical kind of mask.